This week in KLeague's information, we have FC Seoul legend Ki Sung-young leaving. So yeah, yesterday, apparently I saw a bunch of Instagram stories about, Ki Sung-young leaving FC Seoul. I was very shocked. Ever since I started liking the K-League, I know he was one of like the main FC Seoul players. He's obviously like a legend for them. He used to play for them from 2006 to 2009. Then he had his little spell in England. But yeah, he was in England and he came back in 2020. And ever since he's been playing for them. Obviously, he's close to retirement. And I think all he wanted to do was to, play the last couple of years of his football career at FC Seoul. But no. So apparently what's going on is he was injured and he came back from injury. He had a whole practice game and apparently the coaching staff were like, he's not in the plans. After, hearing that and having like this altercation with the coach or, management, he just ultimately decided that that's not how he wants to end his career, So based off what I've seen, he met with the Pohang people and they were like, let's get it going. Because FC Seoul, after meeting with them, they kind of just told him like, we don't see you in the plan, we're changing, we want, different people, we want different tactics, and you're just not part of that. And obviously hearing that, it was like, yo, what's going on? Apparently there's stuff saying that there was also a conflict with the captain. And like the whole atmosphere was just not it. And so these rumors started coming up, and Pohang was in a welcoming mood apparently, and said that the trust with coach Park Tae-ha was a big, was like a crucial thing in this deal, alongside the culture of the club. And yeah, apparently, they had a talk and they're on the same terms, they both want what they want for each other, and he's leaving. The Seoul fans are very upset. They are sending like funeral flowers to FC Seoul Stadium. They're canceling memberships. They're upset. And it's especially sad that he was convinced that he wanted to end his career at FC Seoul. But, after talking with acquaintances and family, as it says, he kind of turned to Pohang to kind of just like a last dance type of vibe, So why Pohang? I don't know. Here it says that, respect was a key word in this decision. Rather than just playing time, respect. Apparently, this is also not the first time this type of thing has happened. So that's kind of wild. There's also even talks about protesting, It makes it even crazier that FC Seoul host Pohang Steelers this weekend. This news just happened like a day ago, and here we are. They're going to play each other. So there's even talks about like boycotting the match, like, hey, let's go stand in front of the bus over here. It's juicy, but in a sad way. It's like a sad juice. Yeah, let me know how you guys feel. I just hope that Ki Sung-young is happy because, at the end of the day, you just want to ball up. You just want to play, and I hope that he gets what he's looking for at Pohang Steelers. They're a great team, and yeah, let's see where this goes, but that's the news, that's the juice for today. Before I leave, I also forgot to mention that FC Seoul came out with an official statement, basically saying it was a difficult decision to kind of, do this, but they both agreed that it would probably be for the best, and he wanted to go. It does say that FC Seoul is going to do everything they can to make sure that you're respected as an eternal legend for the club. So that's kind of nice to hear FC Seoul say. But yeah, other than that, the fans, they're apologizing because they feel like responsible to have hurt so many fans. As a K-League fan myself, it does kind of, it's a shock. I remember him being the main character ever since I've started like knowing or like watching the K-League. And it's just weird to kind of see him not at Seoul. Him being the captain, him being so, prominent on the pitch that, suddenly to see him play for Pohang is like, what? But it is what it is. It's football. It happens. And yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know if there's anything I missed. And yeah, K-League. Whoa.